America's founders understood this rare opportunity they had to create a new government. That for almost all of world history, governments were put in place by dictators and tyrants or by accident. But this was a deliberate sitting down of people designing a government. And the fear was Federalists versus Anti-Federalists. Federalists wanted a stronger central government. Anti-Federalists wanted a weaker one. Now, Mercy Otis Warren, again, she was called the conscience of the American Revolution. She was the wife of the Massachusetts House Speaker James Warren, sister of Patriot James Otis. She was a sister of James Otis. And she corresponded, again, with Franklin, Jefferson, Hamilton, and John Adams. In 1805, Mercy Otis Warren published a 3-volume history of the rise, progress, and termination of the American Revolution. In observations on the new Constitution, on the federal and state conventions, that's the name of it, 1788, Mercy Otis Warren wrote this: "The immediate gift of the Creator obliges everyone to resist the first approaches of tyranny, which at this day threaten to sweep away the rights for which the brave sons of America have fought. Behold the insidious efforts of the partisans of arbitrary power to lock the strong chains of domestic despotism on a country. Save us from anarchy on one side and the jaws of tyranny on the other side," she writes. "It has been observed that the virtues and vices of a people when a revolution happens in their government are the measure of liberty or slavery they ought to expect." So what are the people that are starting this revolution? Are they godly people? Well, then you can expect something godly to take place. Are they violent people or Muslim Brotherhood type people? Well, that's what you can expect afterwards. Mercy Otis Warren continued, "And when asked what is become of the rich produce of their farms, they may haplessly style the man of La Mancha," talking about the king of Spain, "the steward of my lord has seized it and sent it to Madrid," saying, okay, Spain, people working on the fields, where's your crops? Well, somebody took it and sent it to Madrid, the centralized big government. Mercy Otis Warren continued, "Or in the more literal language, government requires that the collectors of the revenue should transmit it to the federal city." You're going to have one big city. In observations on the new Constitution, 1788, Mercy Otis Warren stated, "Monarchy is a species of government fit only for a people too much corrupted by luxury, avarice, and a passion for pleasure to have any love for their country. Monarchy is by no means calculated for a nation that is tenacious of their liberty, animated with a disgust to tyranny, and inspired with generous feelings of patriotism." So she says, when people give in to their lusts and their corruptions, guess what? You're going to have a dictator. But if you hang on to morality, then you can keep yourself a free country. Mercy Otis Warren concluded, "The origin of all power is in the people, and they have an incontestable right to check the creatures of their own creation." In other words, the states created the federal government. The states should always have power to control the federal government. That the federal government's the creature and the states are the creator. This was Mercy Otis Warren, the conscience of the American Revolution. We'll be right back.